Hello and welcome back to Get Great at Maths. I'm here to help you pass your maths exam, so hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to look at keywords, key formulas and how to gain top marks. So let's get ready to get great at maths. This is a question on long multiplication and you've been asked to work out the answer to 4078 times by 67. You need to write your answer in the box and this is going to be worth 2 marks in the exam. The key facts. There are 2 methods that you can use. So the first one is the traditional column method, and this is the one that will give you the method mark in the exam if you make a mistake. So this is the recommended method to use. Or there is a method called the grid method, and I'll show you both. A lot of people prefer the grid method, but to get the marks in the exam, you need to use the column method. Press pause, have a go at using the column method or grid method to work out the answer, and then press play when you're ready to hear the answer. Well done, guys. So, using the column method, we're going to start off with the grid that we've already got, and we start on the right hand side. So we start with the 7 times by the 8. So you should know that 7 times by 8 is 56. So the 10s comes up here as a little 5 and the 6 comes underneath. Next we have to do 7 times 7, which is 49. Then we need to add on the 5, which is again going to take me to 54. So now I'm going to look at 7 times by 0. 7 times 0 is nothing. Add on the 5 is going to give me 5. Then I've got 7 times 4 is 28 and I write that number there. So the number 4078 times by 7 is 28,546. Now we need to look at multiplying by this 6 here. But this 6 here isn't just a 6, it's actually 60. So because I'm multiplying by 60, we know when we multiply by 10, we add a 0. So I've got to add a 0 at this point here because I'm multiplying by 60, not just multiplying by 6. So now I can put the 0 on the end. I can now multiply each of these numbers at the top just by 6. So 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 7 is 42. Plus the 4 is 46. 6 times 0 is 0. Plus the 4 gives me a 4. 6 times 4 is 24. So that means the number 60 times 4078 is 244,680. Once we've got to these 2 lines here, I need to add them together. So we always start on the right hand side. So 6 plus 0 is 6. 4 plus 8 is 12. Then I've got 5 plus 6 plus the 1. So that's the same as 6 plus 6. So double 6 is 12. So we carry the 1 here and put the 2 underneath. Then I've got an 8 plus a 4 plus a 1. So 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 1 is 13. So I carry the 1 and put the 3 down here. Then I've got 2 plus 4 plus 1, which is going to give me 7. At the end, I've got a 2 on its own, so I just put the 2 at the front. So for 1 mark, using the method of this grid method here, of this column method, will give you 1 mark. Your answer will be 273,226, and that answer will need to go in the box here. If we were going to use the grid method, okay, we split our numbers up. So we've got the number 4,000, we've got the number 70, and we've got the number 8. So that's from looking at this number here, 4078. Then underneath I've got the number 60, and 7 is how I split up the 67. So once I've split these values up, I can multiply them. So I'm now going to do 6 times 4 is 24, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, so I need to put 4 zeros after the 24. So 24 with 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. Here I've got 7 times 6 is 42, and add on the 2 zeros. So 6 sevens 42, 1 0 here, 1 0 here, add them on, so I've got 4,200. 6 times 8, okay, and then add on a 0. So 6 times 8 is 48, plus the 0 is 480. Next, I've got 7 times by 4,000. So I'm going to do 7 times 4 is 28 and add on the 1, 2, 3 zeros. So I've got 28,000. Then I've got 70 times 7. 7 times 7 is 49. Add on a 0, 490. Then 7 times 8 is 56. I'm then going to write all these values one underneath each other. So I've got all these zeros plus 6 is 6. I've got a 9 plus an 8 plus a 5. So you can think 2 8s are 16, plus 1 is 17, plus 5, so plus 3 to make it 20, add another 2, takes me to 22. You've got 4 plus 4 is 8, add on 2 is 10, add on another 2 is 12, so we carry the 1 and the 2. Got 8 plus 4, so 8 plus 2 is 10, add on the extra 2 is 12, plus 1 is 13. 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7, and the 2 on its own here at the end. Remember to write your answer in the box, and you should include a comma after the thousands column. So 273,226. Just be careful, if your comma is too large, it might look like a 1, or too small, it might look like a decimal point. So if your comma's not very nice and clear, then you can leave the comma out. So you just write the digits 273,226, like you can see written here, to get the mark still, and that will give you the 2 marks. Give yourself a big tick if you got it correct. Remember, the method mark is for using this method here, and then the second mark is for getting the correct answer. Well done if you got it correct. The mark scheme on this question shows there are up to 2M, which means 2 marks. So 2 marks awarded for the question for getting the correct answer. And then if the answer is incorrect, then you get 1 mark for using the formal method of long multiplication with no more than 1 arithmetic error. So that means you're allowed to use this working here with 1 mistake. So you could have something that looks like either of these, 1 mistake. So this is where you're getting your mark from. So please be careful when you're doing the question to make sure you don't make a mistake when you're working out the values. If you found this video useful, please share, like and subscribe so we can all get great at maths. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Please follow Get Great at Maths on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook and X. What do you want to see next on Get Great at Maths? Please comment below. See you next time.